Pickle, let's go to the hotline, and let's bring in the head coach of the 4-1 Houston Westside Wolves. We're joined by Coach Jomaul Mason. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing great. How are things in beautiful Houston, Texas?
We're good this morning. Trying to get back focused and ready to play this week, but things are looking up on the west side of Houston.
I'll say, and especially last week, taking on a Heights team that is considered one of the front runners there in your district. You guys are able to go and get a resounding 41-19 win over the Bulldogs. I'm interested going into that game, and I know coaches say that you treat every game the same, but that was obviously pretty critical in the district 18 6A race. What did you tell your guys before that game, and how do you think they executed it?
Same message I've been preaching since June. Honestly, we just kind of stayed the course. Preparation precedes performance, and if we prepare the right way, I believe we have a chance in nearly every game that we play. And the way that we prepare is we come to practice with great energy, effort, and focus. And if we do those things, then the winning portion kind of takes care of itself.
I'm interested in talking a little bit about your defense, which has really, I think, it feels like it's grown over the course of the season. This was a defense that I know you had high hopes for coming into the year. Do you feel like you have seen those steps from your defense that you were hoping that you would see?
Absolutely. Our defense has responded to every challenge, and we've thrown a lot at them. I mean, the Neal kid, we had to have a plan going into place for that kid because he's a dynamic athlete. The quarterback is an excellent young man that can do it with his legs and his arms. So the growth of our defense and minimizing their production throughout the game was vital to our success. But I've seen our defense grow and grow and grow. And the thing about it is, we don't even have a senior on the defensive line. All those kids are juniors and sophomores. So really, really excited about the play of our defensive line.
We're talking with Jomaul Mason, the head coach of the Houston Westside Wolves here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation at #TF Today. Coach, I know one of the questions that you guys had coming into the season was on the other side of the trenches, up front on the offensive line. You've got a big-time playmaker, a guy who I know a lot of recruitniks know about, and Nonso Amazi, but when you take a look at the way that your offensive line has played so far this season, I know that was a concern coming into the season. How do you think that they have come together over the course of these first 5 games?
Well, I just finished grading tape this weekend over those guys, so we always have some things to work on, but their progress and knowing where to go and what to do when they get there is continuing to get better. We still have a long way to go before I can say that being a former offensive lineman, we have a long way to go before I can say that we're like really good up front, but the progress, we're headed in the right direction. And then, we have the fixer back there. I mean, he fixes a lot of our mistakes in Jabari Kirkendall. And, once Paul stepped the wrong way and he's out the gate. So he helps us up front a lot, and I know we help him as well. So it's kind of, works well together, but those guys know their assignments. They're going to the right spots. They're trying to do it the right way. And then when they do make a mistake, we have a back that can fix those mistakes pretty quick.
You see, Ashley, what you got to do in an interview like this is make the subject comfortable. And so he's a former offensive lineman at Beaumont Westbrook, former offensive lineman at Texas State. So what you got to do, let him talk about his offensive line. He's going to get excited about it. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to talk about quarterback stuff. Let's talk about those big boys up front. That's who's winning these ball games. But I don't want to overlook the play of your quarterback, Thaddeus Watson, a guy that I know you had high hopes that he would help take you guys to the next level. And he's put up some strong numbers this year. It looks like he's taking care of the football and doing the things you need from your quarterback. I can look at the numbers and I can tell you that this kid's pretty good. But tell us about your quarterback Thaddeus Watson and what he does for your team.
Well, it starts with the off the field stuff. Thad's a 4.0 plus student. He's a worker. He has a great work ethic, and he builds relationships with his teammates. So it's easy for Thad to lead our team because he does a lot of the things that we're asking him to do the right way, especially when no one's looking. So he does a lot of great things on the field. He's a very talented kid with a big arm, and he knows when to tuck and run with it. But more importantly than anything, I mean, he kind of keeps everything in order around here. I get a little crazy, trying to get my guys motivated on a daily basis. And he kind of has that calming effect to the guys when I may be, going a little bit crazy, trying to make sure that we're doing things the right way. He understands how to calm the guys down, talk to them, and calm me down some as well. But just a great young man who's, most coaches would be very, very pleased to coach Thaddeus. He has a great demeanor and he enjoys playing the game of football. And a lot of times you get kids that don't want to play in practice. He loves to practice. So when you get the right kids wanting to practice, it kind of elevates everybody around them.
Jomaul Mason joined us here on Texas Football Today. Coach, I want to ask you a little bit about the past, year and a half. Obviously, the pandemic has hit all of us really hard. Especially, you guys there in Houston ISD, it's been up and down, stop and go for you guys. You guys didn't open your season until September 9th this year. Last year is such a stilted season. How have you felt like your kids have responded, despite the fact that this has been such a strange, couple of months, really year or so over the course of the last two seasons?
I think we, started spring a few years ago, well, I guess a year and a half ago or so. And we just kind of stayed connected. So what we did was we made sure that we met with our kids twice a week, no matter what was going on, when we didn't even know if school was going to happen, just to stay connected. Then we got to the season, last year, and we were kind of stop and go throughout the summer. So we weren't able to do our normal thing. Well, coming into this year, we were able to go through our spring. We're also able to play 7-on-7 and have summer workouts. And all the preparation from the things that we normally do is what's showing at this point. So that's the growth that you see in Thaddeus Watson. That's the growth that you see in the defensive and offensive lines. That's the growth of our team and our program is built around hard work and consistency. And we were able to do those things throughout the spring and the summer. So it's starting to show.
And finally, Coach, it is on to the next one. I know that, and the next one is let's be honest, it's the big one. It's Houston Lamar. You guys will take them on this week, and look, I'm not going to ask you to give away your game plan, but this is the team that has dominated the district. They've got one district loss in I think the last 11 years. But you guys get an opportunity Saturday to take them on. I'm interested in what you think are going to be the keys for you guys to go out there and let's be honest, to at least put yourself in the driver's seat to win the district.
Yeah, well, approaching the week like any other week is the first step, and that's tough to do when it's a big game like this. And our kids came in and one of them said, it's Lamar week. And I said, do you think they're over there saying it's Westside week? So we're not going to come over here saying it's Lamar week. We're going to prepare like we always prepare. We're going to do the things that we do. We're going to chase consistency like we always do. And then we'll see what happens on Saturday. I know if we do our job of preparing, that we will be in the game for sure Saturday night.
He's Jomaul Mason. He's the head coach of the 4-1 Westside Wolves, and you can watch his Wolves play for a district title 6 o'clock Saturday at Lamar Stadium when they take on Houston Lamar. Coach, really appreciate your time. Congratulations again on the big win this past week and the great start to the season, and best of luck Saturday night.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me.
There he goes, Jomaul Mason, head coach. Houston Westside Wolves joined us here, Texas Football Today.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.